My career in journalism has been long and at times quite surprising. I've interviewed world leaders, covered conflicts, and delved into complex geopolitical situations. However, nothing could have prepared me for the day I inadvertently stumbled into the digital war room of the Trump administration. It all began with a seemingly innocuous signal connection request. The name attached to the request was Michael Waltz, a name I recognized as that of the current National Security Advisor. Intrigued, but also a little skeptical, I accepted the request. Little did I know that this simple act would catapult me into the center of a national security scandal, one that would expose the inner workings of the Trump administration's approach to military action and raise profound questions about their handling of sensitive information. The events that followed my entry into the Houthi PC small group were nothing short of surreal. What started as policy discussions quickly escalated into something far more alarming: the sharing of detailed operational plans for a military strike in Yemen. The timeline of events that unfolded after I received the signal connection request is crucial to understanding the gravity of the situation. On March 11, 2025, I received the connection request from Michael Waltz and accepted, thinking it could be a potential source. By March 13th, I was added to the Houthi PC small group. On March 14th, discussions about potential responses to Houthi aggression in Yemen began in the chat. Then, on March 15th, the tone shifted dramatically. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth began posting what appeared to be real-time operational details: targets, attack sequencing, even the types of aircraft and weapons being deployed. At 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time, reports emerged of airstrikes commencing in Yemen. By March 16th, I made the decision to leave the group chat. The level of sensitive information being shared, coupled with the casual and seemingly insecure nature of the platform, was deeply concerning. On March 26th, after careful consideration and consultation with my colleagues at The Atlantic, I published an article detailing the events and the information shared in the Signal group chat. The timeline painted a clear picture of a reckless disregard for the sensitivity of military planning. The Houthi PC small group was a veritable who's who of the Trump administration's inner circle. In addition to Michael Waltz and Pete Hegseth, the group included Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, CIA Director John Ratcliffe, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, and Homeland Security Advisor and Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller. Also present in the group were various other senior officials and intelligence officers. The presence of such high-ranking individuals, discussing sensitive military operations on a non-secure platform, amplified the gravity of the situation. The operational details shared in the Signal chat were staggering in their specificity. It wasn't just vague talk of potential targets or strategies. Hegseth, in particular, seemed intent on providing a running commentary on the unfolding operation. He provided precise coordinates of Houthi installations targeted in the strikes. He detailed the types of munitions being used, the flight paths of the aircraft involved, and even the intended sequence of attacks. The casual manner in which this information was shared, interspersed with jokes and political commentary, was chilling. Section 5. Official responses. A chorus of denials and deflections. The official response from the Trump administration was swift, but, predictable. The White House issued a statement claiming that no classified information had been shared in the Signal group chat. Hegseth, along with several other officials, denied ever texting war plans, dismissing the leaked messages as fake news and a coordinated attack. The CIA, however, took a different approach. They requested that I withhold the name of a CIA officer present in the chat, citing security concerns. The White House, ironically, objected to this request, demanding more specifics about the officer's role. The National Security Council, meanwhile, confirmed the authenticity of the chat and my inadvertent inclusion. Section 6. The Senate Hearing. A Story of Two Narratives. Quickly became known, led to a Senate hearing. The hearing was intended to get to the bottom of what transpired in the Signal group chat and to assess the potential national security implications. However, the hearing quickly Democrats on the committee expressed outrage over the recklessness of the Trump administration, while Republicans downplayed the incident, accusing Democrats of playing politics with national security. Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, who was present in the Signal group chat, testified that no classified material was shared. Her testimony, however, was met with skepticism from some senators who of sensitive operational details on a non-secure platform was a serious breach of protocol. The Senate hearing, rather than providing clarity, seemed to only deepen the partisan divide surrounding the Signal. Section 7. Signalgate, a cybersecurity nightmare. Beyond the immediate political fallout, Signalgate exposed a glaring vulnerability in the Trump administration's approach to cybersecurity: the use of a non-government-approved messaging app for sensitive communications. Signal, while known for its end-to-end encryption, is not authorized for official government business, especially not for matters of national security. The potential for exploitation by adversaries was significant. Foreign intelligence services, particularly those of China, Iran, and Russia, are known for their sophisticated cyber espionage capabilities. The fact that high-ranking officials were discussing war plans on a platform potentially vulnerable to foreign interception was a cybersecurity nightmare. Section 8. A reckoning for national security protocols. Signalgate should serve as a wake-up call for the government and a catalyst for a complete overhaul of national security protocols, particularly those related to cybersecurity and the handling of sensitive information. The casual use of non-secure platforms for official business, especially for matters of national security, is simply unacceptable. The potential consequences of such lax security practices are too great to ignore. This incident underscores the need for robust cybersecurity training for all government employees, especially those in positions of power. They must be made aware of the potential risks associated with using non-secure platforms and the importance of adhering to established security protocols. Section 9. The enduring legacy of Signalgate. The Signalgate scandal will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on how we think about national security in the digital age. It exposed a dangerous disconnect between the realities of modern technology and the government's ability to safeguard sensitive information. The incident also highlighted the critical role of journalism in holding those in power accountable. By exposing the events of Signalgate, The Atlantic brought to light a serious lapse in judgment and a disregard for national security protocols. This act of journalistic responsibility serves as a reminder of the importance of a free and independent press in a democratic society. The lessons learned from Signalgate must not be forgotten. The government must take immediate and decisive action to strengthen its cybersecurity posture and to ensure that such a blatant disregard for national security protocols never happens again.